What's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning into this episode. I want to give a special shout out to one of our day one sponsors, Fabricator 3D Printers. They have 3D printers to fulfill any of your production, educational, and hobbyist needs. With their durable frames and precision nozzles, you are guaranteed amazing prints every time. With a full functioning computer built into the printer, you can do all of your designing, slicing, and printing in one place. Dream it, design it, print it. That's Fabricator 3D printers. Check them out at fabricator.com. Thanks, guys. Carl just fucking looks at me weird.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, everybody? We're back with another episode of Our Fit Journey. This is a special episode because I have my nice guest, Karl Calden, on air. Carl,
Dude,
give a shout out.
I'm on, dude.
You made it.
I'm the monster, dude.
You made it.
All right. Let's do this.
Carl, give a little bit of background about yourself. Other
Dude.
than that we've been working together for like 5 years now.
Yeah, we've been working together for mad long. Dude, my name's Carl.
Oh my
I'm a guy.
You're a human. You're a human
Yeah, I'm definitely
being.
human. Been working out for a long ass time.
Since you
I've been
came
working out
out of
since
the
I was
womb.
like, yeah. No, for real though. I've been lifting since I was like 15. I lifted from like 15 to 18, and then like stopped because I fudged up my shoulder, and then like started up again. Like
You can curse.
year and a half
I'll
ago.
I'll just make this one a rated R one. You know, adult.
Yeah, give it a rating, dude.
No.
Yeah. Crap, dude.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh. He went
Um,
PG. This is Toy Story 4. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, man. So yeah, just been lifting a long ass time.
Yeah, you
That's
actually
pretty much
started. You started when you were younger.
Yeah, because I was
Lifting
fat as
and-
hell. That's it.
Well,
I
that's
started
the
'cause I was-
funny thing about like the difference in our journey is you at least lifted
Mhm.
and you're strong at that. I
Yeah.
was just fucking weak as hell and just
Yeah.
fat. So like, but
Yeah, you were. Yeah, that shit.
gee, thanks, Carl. The funny
Uh.
thing is you didn't even know me in high school at that time. Like we
Yeah, I
met
know.
when I was in college when I was like probably at my heaviest. I still look back. There's one picture right when we both started, and we were at a trade show, and both of us were like super heavy, and like it's funny because you just looked like
A fridge.
muscular and heavy, and then I just look fucking heavy.
Yeah, I mean,
But
yeah, I took on the rectangle shape pretty well.
is that like a regular?
Yeah, it's like
No, I'm
a.
just kidding.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it was a little wider at the bottom than the top.
So it's more like a triangle.
Yeah, I had those. I had them hips. Hips don't lie.
The hips don't lie. All right, yeah. So we're here. I figured I'd bring you on the show.
Mhm.
We've both gone through a bunch of different diets
Mm-hmm.
in general, and that's one of the most important things about fitness is your diet.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on what goal you want, and so there's a lot of diets out there just in general
Mm-hmm.
out there in the world that like people like fall under and like or like think, oh, just because this is like a popular diet right now they should fall under it. So this is why I want to do this. I know you've done like multiple different diets that I haven't done.
Yeah. I
um
don't know.
and your training style, like I'll bring you're gonna be coming back a lot, but like our training styles are different, so
Yeah.
or had been different in the past. So
Mm-hmm.
one of the things that like I said, diets go hand in hand with like your workouts. So depending on your workouts, whether you're trying to lose weight and doing a bunch of cardio, some like light strength training, your diet's going to be different from somebody who's trying to do Olympic weightlifting
Mhm.
or something like that, or CrossFit, or
Mm-hmm.
just trying to be aesthetically in shape.
Yeah, dude, I'm on the edamame diet right now, dude.
I know.
Yeah,
Just
I
gonna
ate
be
all his
chewing.
edamame.
Yeah, you ate one of the 2 beans in there and then just got self-conscious about eating on air.
I didn't hesitate for like half a second, and then I was like, you know what? Fuck this, dude. I'm gonna eat these edamames.
Yeah, you're gonna eat that one single edamame. Well, I mean, it could have been worse. We could have been here talking about diet, eating like French fries or something like that.
That's true,
So
that's
like,
true, that's true.
at least it's something like healthy.
Yeah, I got
But-
edamames and Perrier. That's the healthiest diet. I'm on the Perrier diet. It's where you just drink Perrier and that's it.
You don't eat anything whatsoever.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like one of the most important things is, as far as your diet goes, is portion controls. So you want to always just kind of manage what you're eating, and it depends, like I said, just on what you're training for too. So portion control doesn't mean that's only associated with like losing weight or like something like that. So you want to balance. The 3 main groups are your macros. You want to focus on those, which are fats, carbs, and
Fats, carbs, protein.
Yeah.
Fat, carb, protein.
Fat, carbs, and proteins.
There we go.
Yeah.
Got them macros, dude.
Usually
Gotta
I
get them
start with the
macros.
protein in my mind, so then
I
go.
mean-
I usually go protein, carbs, fats, but
Yeah. I don't know. Like, that's how I work too. Like,
so like when I was like, what am I forgetting? Of the 3 things that I actually just focus on, like my diet right now is like I eat to fuel my body for my workouts or my day. So it's like literally, it's really weird. Like anytime I look at food, I'm like, oh, that's got like some good amounts of each of those things in it. It's not really like, oh shit, this thing might be like a little bit like heavy in fats or carbs or like I'm not like calorie counting on it. I'm like just like it's like a weird phase. I've never done that in my entire life. I've always like kind of like
you mean calorie count?
yeah, like when I first started getting into fitness and like I generally calorie count like as to like how many. Like I try and eat around like 3,000 calories a day or something.
But you don't
a
like
little over. But I'm not
put out your
like
macros
I'm
and,
like no. I want to get into weighing my food and doing that. But like right now, like until like I kind of like focus on setting up my meals that way. It's kind of like I break it down like mentally like what each will be because like I kind of know like about how much calorie
just like generally good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, to be honest, unless you're like pretty trained, like you're pretty like well trained on that shit, then like, I think that's the best way to go. To be honest, because I think the problem with most of these diets, like these real trendy diets, is they require like this overhead of just like kind of like calorie counting all the way down to your like micronutrients. You know, take these vitamins, these minerals, and take this specific number of carbs to protein to fat, and I feel like that just kind of It kind of works to just frustrate the person out of the diet, and then they just kind of get frustrated, and then they end the diet early.
Yeah,
at least that's what happened to me.
I went through that stuff when I was younger, like where like I would try and like eat healthy. It really fell off quick because I didn't know what I had to do to like devote myself to it. But like, yeah, like it focuses too much on like the actual number, and people get frustrated trying to reach that number, where it should be like more of like an estimation or like a range, but like mainly focusing on those macronutrients. Micronutrients are important too, but to fuel your body, to recover from your workouts, it's.
But then again, like with
macros are
micronutrients, I think like most of them are water soluble, so you kind of just piss them out. So like you can just you can go overboard on your micronutrients, like just take a daily multivitamin, then you're good. Like you don't really have to like focus on them too much.
Yeah.
So I think like simple's best with that stuff. So
well, like I said, you want to focus on those macronutrients. So yes, focus on those carbs, focus on those fats. There are healthy versions of it.
Yeah.
A lot of people start thinking when they see like monosaturated fats or polysaturated fats, that they're like the typical like bad like processed fats. But it's actually trans fats that are more like processed. You can like find them in like frozen foods, chips, stuff like that. But like the other stuff has important oils. So like Monosaturated fats are like a lot of oils, avocados, peanuts, stuff like that. So like one of the things is like all of this stuff, when like people talk about good carbs, bad carbs, it's more like processed and either less processed or not processed things.
Yeah.
And like so like for carbs, for instance, a lot of like non-processed carbs are like vegetable. Like everything has carbs in it, and it's a little bit healthier for non-processed carbs. Like you want to balance that. You could still have some processed carbs, but like you want to like limit that versus like you want to mainly focus on those like lentils or like those vegetables, like your dark green vegetables, stuff like that. That'll like give you the nutrients you need and aren't as processed. So
yeah, I think the trend that I noticed is like healthier foods. I think in general, healthier foods are simpler.
Yeah.
So like they're either just a big source of fat or a big source of carbs, or like, okay, that's like, I guess like a candy is a big source of carbs because it's just sugar. But healthy foods are just, either a big source of fat, big source of carbs, or a big source of protein. So they're just simpler, and I think it's just healthier just because it's easier to work into a diet. Whereas like processed foods are just like a mixing of shit.
It's just like it's like weird numbers of each thing, plus a lot of other stuff that you might not want to be intaking as much. So like I said, it's good to have that stuff in moderation, but like there's like a difference in like the processed and non-processed stuff. So it's not like you're gonna be sitting back with like a bag of Sun Chips and going, oh crap, I'm getting my carbs in today. Like I'm recovering so good. Like I'm gonna work out in like 2 hours, but I'm gonna be so energized because I just had that bag of Sun Chips.
Yeah, but then again, it's hard to eat just one serving of Sun Chips.
God.
Have you ever tried to eat one serving of? Dude, they like do this one chip challenge. I can't finish the one serving challenge, dude. I have to eat a lot of them.
But I mean, like, also with the Sun Chips, like they kind of help you out because their bag's cut in half basically. Like it's just 50% air, 50% Sun Chip. That is the most disappointing like bag open ever is when you just open the bag and it's only half full already, because 15 to 20% of that is just chip dust in the bottom. But
yeah, I think the healthiest part of Sun Chips is just the business move of making it 50% air. So
the thing is, like, nobody, like, people notice it, but they're not like outraged by like Sun Chip. Like, it's not like costing them money. Like, I guess if you make a product that tastes so good that you just can't.
True. But then again, we like all expect that though.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So like we were saying, like those macronutrients you want to work in, like the healthy, aka unprocessed stuff, with the processed stuff, and kind of moderate it. As we're might be listening now, Carl's having some of that unprocessed edamame protein.
I just bit my lip. I'm on the fucking lip diet,
yeah.
dude.
The iron diet where you get just blood.
All I chew is lower lips.
Just a vampire. You're gonna lose so much weight. All those guys are thin in the movie. They're all jacked. You think Wesley Snipes was eating bags of chips? No, he's just eating that blood. No. But yeah, so, and like, one of the things is, just like the carbs, just like the fats, there are healthy, like not healthy and unhealthy proteins, but there's proteins that are just like mainly focused on protein. Like lean meats, chicken, pork, salmon, tuna, turkey, stuff like that. And then there's like meats that are still good for you, and you can get your source of fat in there too with steaks. But if you've already kind of met your goal of fats or carbs for the day and you kind of want to reduce that amount, you can go with leaner meats, stuff like that. Plant-based stuff is always great. Carl did his vegan diet for a little bit. You like that?
Yeah, that was fun. Like for real, I started that diet literally. Okay, like I guess there was the stigma that you can like, I guess, gain muscle on just a like plant-based diet. But also Clarence Kennedy though.
Yeah.
The dude's a monster, and he's like, I'm just a vegan. All I eat is fucking plant. That was my best impression
right there.
of Clarence Kennedy.
Edamame has like an insane amount of protein in it to begin with. Spinach, good for you. You can get your carbs with seitan. Like, and the stuff tastes good. It's just like what you prefer. Like, I've had regular wings, seitan wings. They're good. They're just different. Like, and like for people out there that are like wondering about like vegan diets and stuff like that, it's not like you're substituting it. Like, you're not substituting regular wings for seitan wings.
Yeah.
You're just finding something that tastes good that fits your diet, that can kind of give you that little like edge back into the things you like.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like when people look at vegan foods, like, I don't know, like seitan or fake and bacon, I actually don't like how they...
Fake and bacon.
Yeah, I don't fucking like how they call it fake and bacon.
Yeah.
Just call it like smoked tempeh strips.
Yeah.
Like, that would be much better, because like, when people see fake and bacon, they're just like, oh, dude, I love bacon. And I just hate the fact that they're trying to be bacon.
Yeah.
And it's just, they meet it with this attitude, like,
they already
someone's out to conspire to like eliminate all pork
bacon
from the fucking shelves of ShopRite. And I feel like people don't need to think about it like that. Just like go and try out the tempeh bacon strips.
Yeah. Like, I had it like I've had like tempeh bacon, seitan wings, veggie burgers. Like, I've had that stuff. It's definitely not the same. So if you're going into it like, oh, this is going to taste like a burger, it's just going to be healthier for me. It's not. It's just going to taste good. It's just going to be a little different for you. But at least that was my take on it. Like, when I was eating the seitan wings, I'm like, okay, this isn't like, it's not the same as a chicken wing, but it tastes pretty good and I like it. Like, and I got my carbs in for the day.
Yeah.
With that buffalo sauce on. But yeah, so one of the things that I wanted to talk about, though, was a lot of those typical, like the different diets, like low-carb diet, low-fat diets, vegan diets, vegetarian diets, paleo, keto. A lot of the popular ones that like I heard of when I was like a little younger was like the low-carb diets, such as like low carb and low fat diets such as like Atkins, Jenny Craig. Yeah. Oh my
Scott's
god.
Diet,
Oh
dude.
my god.
Scott Atkins is a beast, dude. He's got that diet.
That's not his diet.
That's
One,
how
it's
he,
even spelled different, I think. But
maybe it is. It's his diet.
oh my god.
He didn't want to associate it with him, but we know that Scott Atkins
one of the
made
things
a diet.
one of the things that they won't tell you about those diets, like those diets are good, but the thing with low carb diets is they will help you lose weight, but it's not like a diet that you can like, unless you are like super dedicated to it, you won't be able to last on it for years. It's a short-term diet because your body needs a decent amount of carbs to keep it energized. Like, I did a low carb diet for I think a year, and after that year, like I like took a break from my diet and realized like I felt so much better off of that diet and still had great results. I feel like more of like a low carb diet would be something that like, oh, if you're doing like a bulk in winter and then you want to cut for summer, a low carb diet would be good for that cut because you can lose a lot of weight fast, but it's not something like you're going to keep up all year round. And that's one of the problems that I have with that Atkins diet is like it's mainstreamed for like the general public as a long-term diet. And I don't think like, one, I don't think people know what they're getting into with it, but then also they think it's like a lasting diet for the rest of their life, and it becomes very hard, and then sometimes people fall off. But low carb diets can be sustainable. You just got to be super dedicated to it, like super dedicated.
I mean, like, yeah, you can do a sprint with a low carb diet. That's pretty easy. Like, I think when I lost all the weight before going to university like 2 years ago, I definitely just did a sprint with a low carb diet.
Yeah.
Which was like Yeah, it was low carb, but it was also like low everything
Yeah.
diet. Though, dude, I was like,
Mine
not
was
eating.
bad. Like when I've said it before on this, but my diet when I first started, like I cut everything. Like
Yeah.
mine was just low calorie and low everything.
Hmm.
It was low fat, low carb, and then like I wasn't eating enough calories. If I ate enough calories, I would have I would have felt a little bit better, but I wouldn't have been like very bony and like the way I was when I got to like the lowest weight I was at. Like to the point where people thought I had like an actual disease or something because I lost like so much weight in like such little time. But yeah,
Mm.
I mean, compared low carb compared to low fats, low carb diets are a little bit they're statistically proven to be a little bit better and um, better as in losing more weight and a little bit more sustainable than low fat diets. Um, I think just because the difference between energy levels, like the fat is good for helping you recover after your workout and giving you a little energy,
Mm-hmm.
but the carb, like having like carbs in your diet, like a little bit better for you,
Mm-hmm.
but like like I said again, it depends what kind of like carbs you have in there.
Mm-hmm. And then what you're doing during the day, like a low carb diet could be good for people that are pretty sedentary, I think.
Yeah,
Just because they're like primarily burning fats, just because I guess the ratio of like burned fat to burned carbs, like it goes up when you're doing less work over the day. So I guess a low carb diet could be sustainable for someone that's pretty sedentary, or just does like light cardio every once in a while.
yeah.
Dropping edamame everywhere, but I'm picking it up and eating it.
Oh my god.
Oh fuck, dude! I can't
my-
carry it. I can't.
Um, yeah, and one of the things that like I didn't like about like their sites or their programs is you didn't really see much much on like fitness. Like you would see like little like snippets here and there on fitness, but like not much on strength training, and like it seemed like they're mainly focusing on their diet, which is good because that's what they're selling to people is their diet, but they should also have like a little bit more information that it's not just this one-sided thing that like their diet is just going to give them the results that people think. Like you always see like the Jenny Craig or the Atkins diet with like these people that are just ripped or like just in like super good shape.
Mm-hmm.
They don't get that just from just dieting and doing no
Yeah,
exercise. So I feel like for their sites, like they should have a little bit more like information on advancements in like exercise or fitness or oh this will help you do this, like give some suggestions or something like that to like help people out. Now the Jenny Craig one actually kind of is a little bit funny. Like I said, it's a like low fat like diet or meals, but like if you read their site, it's like they break up the meals into smaller meals. So like that's actually something that like has been around for years is having like instead of 3 main meals a day, have 6 smaller meals because it's easier to digest. The only thing is like you won't get that full feeling.
Mm-hmm.
So like you might still feel like you're hungry. So like one of the things is like if you're on a low fat diet and you're eating these small meals, it might be torture for you. Like the first couple, like when you're going through it the first time or whatever, it might just be absolute torture because you're just you don't ever get that full feeling throughout the day. So
Yeah, I mean, it depends on what type of person you are. Like my friend, I was talking to my friend, he was like, okay, it depends on if you're a binger or a grazer. And I think that summed it up perfectly. Like, I'm a grazer. I
yeah,
tend to like to eat just the entire day. Just keep
yeah,
chewing the entire day if it were
I
up
would
to
like to
me.
do that too, but
Yeah,
I just
and
can't.
like there's some
It's because I just choose to eat more at
Yeah.
one time. So
Yeah.
I'll just have big meal. I'll just have 6 big meals a
Yeah.
day, which
I
would be
mean,
good if I was burning like 8,000 calories a day or something. But
yeah, and then like
like
there are
something
people that are
ridiculous.
bingers that just tend to prefer to do maybe 3 or even 2 giant meals during
Yeah.
the day and just be empty.
Well, like my thing is like I I never like to eat till like I feel super super full.
Mhm.
But like I portion my meals to what, like I said, an estimated calorie or estimated micro breakdown of each meal is. And I'll generally have like a bigger meal for dinner because it's right after my workout. So I'm trying to recover, um, trying to give myself enough calories that like right before bed, I'll sleep, I'll go through my whole sleep cycle, I'll wake up in the morning and not feel like I'm dying. But that's one of the things is like you can do that, the Jenny Craig diet where it's like those 6 small meals and like low fat. It's just they need to warn you a little bit more that it's going to be kind of tough. And I mean all diets are kind of tough because it's not what you're used to. But like if you're breaking it up, like I said, if you're breaking up into smaller meals throughout the day, like you might not realize that hunger feeling throughout the day, and you might have that temptation to break off of the diet and like maybe then have like 8 meals a day, or like those 2 extra meals might be like snacks or whatever to hold you over.
Mm-hmm.
So like they're both good diets. It's just you need to, like I said, it's something to be more educated on and look into more before like just jumping into it. Like just going, oh, this got this person in shape or help them lose like that much pound. I can just do this. This will be easy. I just have to eat food. It's a lot harder than that. Like there's memes out there all the time that it's like, oh, this is what you think is tough work, the working out part. No, it's actually dieting. And that is actually the truest thing. Like, especially like people, one of the things is people like think like gaining muscle or like trying to gain weight muscle wise is like super fun because you just get to eat a lot of food or whatever. It's like restricted food. Like it's like depending on what you're going for. People are funny. Yeah. It just depends what you're going for because you can do that. You'll if you're like going for like strongman competitions or something like that. You can have like a little bit more varying stuff, but generally those guys eat super healthy. It's just like a lot of food to the point where like you feel sick when you're eating, but you have to force yourself to eat.
Then again, like their basal metabolic rate is huge.
Yeah,
so they might
insane.
not have that much of like a calorie overhead. So.
And then the other one that was like kind of funny that's pretty mainstream still is the Slim Fast diet, which is actually kind of funny because it's funny to me because what they're doing is without saying it to you, it's basically a protein shake meal substitute, which is like a little funny to me because like
that makes sense.
Somebody looking at it, yeah, it's gonna work. But people have known about this for a while. It's just like Slim Fast just like snuck in there with their own recipe and was like, oh, yeah, if you do this, you're going to lose weight. Well, it's like, yeah, if I just drank protein shakes instead of a meal, I'm only getting what I need, as in protein, carbs, whatever, depending on what protein shake or mass gainer or whether it's whey or casein or whatever. It like... It's just funny because it's like, yeah, that stuff's been around for a little bit, but like you're just like saying that you have like the miracle cure for the diet or whatever. But it works. It definitely works, people, because it's basically like if you look at the nutritional facts, it's like a little bit different than just whey protein and water. But like if you make a protein shake with like whey, bananas, milk, or whatever, that is basically the Slim Fast like shakes.
That sounds good actually. Whey, bananas,
milk.
Sounds good. All right.
A little bit of peanut butter.
Yeah, all right.
That's mine.
That sounds great.
That's my protein shake. It like at the end of the day, I'll have like a nice meal, wait like an hour, and then right before like hour and a half before bed, I'll have a nice protein shake with whey protein, milk, bananas, oats.
You know what? You could probably get like some super soft tofu in there. Like you can get tofu that's like firm and then like extra firm, but like you could also go the other way and get like super duper soft tofu.
Yeah, I could throw
It's
some
like,
edamame in there probably too.
Yeah, yeah. Throw some avocado on there.
Oh my god, no, not avocado. It's funny because avocado is actually super good for you, but
apparently it's really good in smoothies. I didn't believe it, but apparently it just
I
makes
don't
them
like
taste creamy.
avocado. I know I'm gonna get a lot of people like commenting or something, being like, "You don't like avocado? What is wrong with you? You know it's super healthy for you." I do, trust me, I do, people, but I just can't. It's just not my thing.
Yeah.
But
I don't know, like
yeah. But I like I said, I thought that was just super funny about Slim Fast because they're right and it does work. It's just you could probably just buy like a 5 to 10 pound bag of protein or something, and then just make it yourself. Probably a little bit healthier. You can kind of control what's in it, but as like Slim Fast, it's like no, you're killing us here. Their stock just plummets because I gave away their secret. But hey, when you try and trick the people, some people are going to be smart enough to figure it out.
Yeah.
It's funny because it's really funny because my mom, she actually did like the Slim Fast stuff or whatever, but like I'll offer her like a protein shake or something, she'll be like, no, like she thinks protein, like whey protein is like this weird bad thing for you or something, and like I'm like, it's literally, mine's probably healthier than Slim Fast's right now.
I just asked her if she ever ate cheese or like milk,
but
cottage cheese.
It's super funny because it's like it really just, that's mainly why I wanted to talk about diets on here, is because a lot of people don't know, like a lot of people are, this is the information I heard online or through seeing this commercial or
like straight up, this is what I think.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna look
and
it up.
that's the thing, like they'll get you in their program, which is fine, but I mean, Atkins diet, you can make your own food and healthier probably for around the same price or a little cheaper maybe. Jenny Craig, same kind of deal. You can just span your meals out. You can literally just have a healthy diet and just span your meals out to 6 meals a day. That's mainly what's going to do it for you.
Yeah.
Slim Fast, you could just have, like, it works because you're substituting all those different things just for protein or whatever you put into that protein shake or the Slim Fast. So it's like, it's really just common things that have been in the fitness world for a really long time. It's just they branded it, and they don't want to tell the whole story as to why it's good for you. They'll just be like, oh, it's good for you because you're substituting your meals for our shakes. Well, you can make your own shakes. But the next thing I kind of like, we kind of touched on before, was like vegan and vegetarian diets. And like we were saying, like the difference, a lot of people don't know the difference, or a lot of people that are educated on it know the difference, or people that do it, but veganism is a little bit more stricter version of vegetarianism. And it's a low fat kind of diet, high in fiber, but it's super good for you. Like we were saying, like you're not really missing out on you just got to find new avenues. Like people have this big misconception that if you're not having meat, you're not getting those nutrients from the meat. One, even if there wasn't any plant-based proteins out there, you can literally have like pea protein or whey protein or like other like supplements to supplement that protein in. So, which I think is super funny because like that's the big argument, is like, how are you getting your protein? It's like, I could literally just get it the same way you do through your protein shake. I'm just not going to eat meat or something, which is fine. Like, and I say that, and like a lot of people are probably like, do you eat meat? Yeah, I eat meat. I like meat. But I also like some vegan or vegetarian options as far as that.
Yeah, I think the big strength with vegan diets is like scarcity. To be honest, like it's hard. It's actually hard to get just true vegan dishes. Like if you commit to being a vegan, there's a lot of restaurants, they'll show the little like leaf or whatever they think vegans like. They think vegans look at the menu or like, Oh, I'll pick the thing with the leaf. No, yeah, usually they'll show the
Give
thing
me
with the
the
leaf,
leaf.
and it's like
Bring
a
out a leaf.
vegetarian option rather than a vegan option. And it's actually kind of hard to find like vegan options at restaurants and stuff, so you end up making your own food and stuff. So
Yeah, and
yeah.
like one of the things, which is probably better for your bank account and like
Yeah, that's
health
true.
wise for you. But like one of the things is people like tend to think like, oh, like veganism or vegetarianism is literally you just eat salads like all the time. No,
not
you
at
can
all.
have rice, you can have quinoa, like you can have all these things. It's
Yeah,
just
my
vegan options of
vegan
them.
dishes
Like,
were actually awesome. Like I
yeah,
had like awesome pasta, I had like nachos and stuff, and I had all that stuff, and it was great. I felt full. Like I could definitely get fat or muscular or of course skinny, but I could definitely get fat on a vegan diet for sure.
yeah.
Like I had all the fats, I had all of the proteins, I had everything that I needed on a vegan diet. So
There's like a couple like vitamins that like tend to be missed when people go on vegan diets,
Mhm.
but you can get like a multivitamin that
yeah,
covers it. Like, and it's not hard. Like, it's probably like I said, cheaper than getting all that other stuff. Because like I guarantee you, a lot of the people that have regular diets where they eat meat probably don't get those vitamins anyways, or are missing other vitamins.
yeah. I
But
think the biggest thing you miss out on is creatine, right? With the vegan diets, because like
um,
creatine's
you miss
in.
some omega 3 fatty
Yeah,
acids
that's true. That's true.
and some like sometimes some calcium and
Okay.
zincs. But
Yeah,
like I
that's
said,
true.
you can get multivitamins for that stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and that's fine, and it's cheap and it's fine, and it's
Mm-hmm.
like it's not a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and what's also kind of good about them is they tend like a lot of studies have been like uh, going around because this diet or these diets have been like spiking like
Mm-hmm.
super high. Like it's become a very mainstream thing, which is super good. Like it is good, and a lot of or some of the research has shown like it reduces heart disease, Alzheimer's, stuff like that. But um, it is super good that they're going like this is becoming a mainstream thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's not bad that you eat meat. Like I said, I eat meat. I like it. But I think that there's tasty options on that side too, and I will eat those tasty options if I'm in the mood for it. Um, yeah. Other mainstream ones right now are kind of paleo and keto. Mainly keto. I keep hearing keto all the time. And
Yeah.
like the main thing I keep hearing with keto though is like I just get to eat bacon all the time. And I think that is such like a misunderstanding
That's a
of the
great
diet.
diet. I do
But
that.
it's just the bacon
The
diet.
bacon diet. I love that. I love that.
Well, we're gonna talk about the morning banana diet later, so that's kind of funny. But yeah, so to start off, paleo um, is mainly based around like foods that like a hunter gatherer or hunter gatherer ancestors would get. It's lean proteins, vegetables, fruits, nuts, seeds,
Tree
and
bark.
like
Dinosaur bones.
saber-tooth tiger tusks.
Tiger tusks.
Yeah, saber-tooth tiger tusks.
Yeah.
No, I actually wanted to go on the paleo diet for a while because the main focus, yeah, there's a lot of simple things there, and they kind of cut out like whole grains and dairy, which at that time I wasn't eating a lot of to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
But the main focus was like not having processed food. That's the main focus around that diet is like to not eat processed food just because it's a little bit healthier. So like cows not having any like contaminants or steroids or and like anything like that. Plants that haven't had insecticides on them or anything around that where there's been like a like heavy processing on that food in general, which I think is super smart and good. And some of the studies lead that it also helps reduce like heart disease risks, cholesterol, blood, like just things that are like blood pressure, things that are just kind of like bad for you. As Carl just finishes up the edamame,
That
you got your
sounds so good,
protein for
dude.
the day. There it is, that last one.
That stuff is so
Oh my
good.
God, you're gonna go over with that extra one right there. Oh, he's
No, okay,
over.
dude.
He is over.
I'm gonna have painful shits.
You're gonna. Oh my God. I was gonna say you're gonna just have to do a couple extra reps, so you know you have to meet that calorie intake again. But yes, so a lot of the paleo diet is, like I said, just focused around processed food. Now the keto diet is like a low carb, high fat diet, and that's why a lot of it is associated with bacon. Bacon is like one of the foods you can eat there, but I feel like people start going on the bacon diet when they go on the keto diet.
Yeah.
Because that's the one guy I trained went on the keto diet as soon as I started training him, and like every time I went to train him, like whether it was morning or afternoon, I just smelled bacon as soon as I walked in. I was like,
that's gotta be great, dude.
yeah, it was bad for me because like I was on a more strict diet, so I couldn't have bacon. And like sometimes it would be like a weird time in the day where I was hungry and I'd just smell bacon while I was training him for that hour. But yeah, I would ask him, and he would like almost eat bacon with every meal, and like that's
Oh my
not
God.
the best. Like just because
is
it's
bacon?
keto, it doesn't mean like you can just eat all the bacon you
Doesn't like
want.
pork in general contain
But-
like what is it, uric acid, and that like freaking
Oh, it
gives you
boosts your
arthritis.
cholesterol like crazy, but
Then like there's this other thing that like makes you get arthritis and stuff.
yeah.
And bad
Well,
stuff.
like one of the things is like it kind of strays away from like sugars and stuff like that. So
Mhm.
you tend to have a lower blood sugar level and lower insulin levels. So not the best for diabetics, but one of the things I think that was one of the diets that like I heard about it and I was like, it just didn't seem like a diet to me. It seemed
Yeah.
like one of those like diets that like people are like, oh, this is good, but like it seemed like one of those like fake fad diets when it first came out. But like the goal is like to bring your body back down. It shifts your body's metabolism away from like a focus on carbs and back towards fats and ketones. I don't know. My thing is like I used to like before I got like more educated about fitness and diets and stuff like that, I was super like anti-carb. Like I was like, don't touch carbs.
Don't touch carbs
Like I
at
said,
all.
like, but like at that time, like I was definitely more vascular and stuff, but it wasn't a sustainable diet, and I was probably not eating as much
Yeah.
carbs as like a low-fat diet should. Like I had no carb. Like basically, like I'd have like maybe like 5 to 10 grams of carbs tops a day, which is just terrible.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was bad.
Wow. That's ridiculous.
Well, like I told you for a while, basically, like all I ate was like just chicken and spinach, which is like super good if
Yeah,
you're trying to
that's
get
true.
like super vascular or whatever. But you gotta make sure you eat enough of it, calorie wise, to like meet your calorie goal. And I was eating so below my calorie goal.
What the hell?
But yeah. Well, you would see like I was basically doing the quote unquote Jenny Craig chicken and spinach because I would have those
Chicken and
small
spinach.
meals. Like I would eat like I'd eat like lunch around like 11 and then have like second lunch around like 3 or something like that. But like they would be like 15 or 10-minute meals or whatever because I just eat like all I had was chicken and spinach, so like I'd eat it so fast. But other than that, like one of the things that I thought was funny is as I was doing research on the like different diets and like some of their studies and stuff, I came across like those strange diets that I started telling you about the other day. And these are legit diets. Like the ones I'm about to say are legit diets that were like around. The funny thing is I think or like the two that I'm like mainly going to talk about that were super funny to me were both are both like started in Japan, which I just think is funny. The first one was the tongue patch diet, which basically it's a diet that involves attaching a patch to the top of the tongue that makes eating painful in order to make you to not eat, which I just think is super funny and strange. Like If you have to go to the extremes to cause yourself pain to stop eating, you should probably not be dieting.
What does the patch look like? What the hell?
It would just
Like
be
a
funny
patch
if
of
it was
spikes?
just. It would just be funny if it's just an icy hot patch. Like you just stick it and your just mouth is on fire. It's just like, why am I doing this diet? This is not a good diet. But yeah, if you're going to the point where you're trying to where you're causing yourself pain, like the other one that makes me laugh is the typical one from Dodgeball, where he's electroshocking himself to not eat pizza. Which I just think was super funny, because there are that used to be a thing where they would try and disassociate your urges or your brain with bad foods or whatever. They would do something bad or kind of make you feel pain or a loud noise or something simple where you just didn't like that experience when you were around a donut or something. But which I think is just super funny. It just takes us back to Pavlov's dogs. It's just so fucking simple to so caveman to be oh, you eat bad food, I'm going to hurt you until you not want bad food no more.
Sometimes that works.
Apparently it does. But because apparently it was a fad diet in Japan for a while. Ran out of patches. You had to go down to the drugstore and get a new patch before you... Quick! I have the urge to eat a donut right now.
I want to make it painful again.
Yeah, when's the limit on when you stop? Is it you just don't put a patch in when you eat chicken breast or something like that?
Huh.
I don't know. The other one that was super funny was, like I said before, we were going to talk about the morning banana diet, which I think was super funny to me because it just sounds so bad and just a sexual term.
Good.
Okay, that's a weird call.
You got the morning banana.
But it was a fad diet that was popular in Japan around 2008. And kind of made its way west a little bit. But basically the diet plan was that you could consume an unlimited amount of bananas at room temperature or with room temperature water or milk for breakfast. But then you could eat there's no restrictions on your other 2 meals for the day. I have no idea why this was a diet, but I think it's the funniest thing. Especially because when I was reading up on it, there's some doctor that did a study on how many bananas you could eat before you died. So it was 283 bananas. Who the hell is sitting there in the morning just I can have as many bananas as I want. I'm gonna eat 284. All right.
283. Wow, that's crazy. Did they die of eating so many bananas, or
I don't know if anybody actually died from it, but
radiation
there was
poisoning.
Oh my god, potassium overload.
Got so strong they broke themselves.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I just think that's wild that that actually became a fad diet where it's popular, where people were that inclined, where they're oh, I'm eating bananas. But I can eat whatever I want for the rest of my meals, and I'm literally thinking about some person rationalizing this to their friends and being I'm on the morning banana diet. I can eat as many bananas as I want, and and then I can eat whatever I want for my other 2 meals, and I'm gonna get super fit.
Dude, the creator of the diet.
Basically, you should just go to intermittent fasting, where you just don't eat breakfast at that
then
point.
they wouldn't get their banana intake.
I know. You just don't get a banana.
They wouldn't get those bananas.
It's okay. I joked about before this that I was going to, after the workout, before this, that I didn't have anything to eat, so I was gonna just eat bananas. I was gonna be on the banana. That banana
the post-workout banana
diet,
dude. Yeah. You need as many bananas post-workout.
I can eat as many. I start immediately as I drop the last weight. Just banana.
That would imagine you in the gym. Thing. You just drop the last set and then you just open up your bag and it's full of bananas.
Bananas. I bring a gym bag and there's nothing in there. There's no wraps or
bananas.
There's no like, there's just nothing, no extra clothes, nothing, just all
Just
sorts of bananas.
You'd have the
There's
best
bananas.
smelling
There's
gym
bananas
bag,
for the
though.
next week that are too ripe right now. They're
What a
too
good
green,
smelling
so I have to wait a week.
gym bag. Smells
Gym
good.
bananas. Somebody's just like, "What are you doing?" And be like, "Shut up! I'm getting my bananas in for the day. My unlimited bananas. I'm gonna be so cut."
Unlimited supply of bananas. There's
Yeah,
exactly 282 bananas in there.
282.
So you don't go overboard.
Yeah, I don't want to die from
Yeah.
it. I mean, hey, sometimes after a workout I feel weak. I gotta have 200 bananas. Like, just just gotta sit there. That's my cool down. I foam roll and eat bananas. That'd be the. I actually want to do it and videotape it just to see what people would like do or the reactions if I'm at the top where those rings are in our gym and just looking down on people foam rolling and eating a banana.
Caucasian man found dead in the gym.
Ate too many bananas.
Next to a pile of bananas. You go to the scene, there's just a chalk outline next to a pile of bananas.
The janitor's like cursing me because he has to clean up 200 banana peels. Be like, Caucasian male dies of eating 283 bananas. Other causes mass murder because 8 people slipped on banana
That's
peels.
what I was about to get to.
10 people slip on banana
Slip
peels
on
and fall
bananas.
over the balcony. Oh my god. But yeah, so instead of the bananas, we had the sushi roll and edamame diet, which was super good.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Shout out to Lily's.
Shout out to Lily's.
Good
Oh my
ass
God.
place.
Yeah,
Go there.
the unofficial sponsor of the podcast.
Yeah,
that should be
dude.
my thing. Is I just eat Lily's every time I record an episode. I'm already a couple episodes deep. I failed.
Oh,
It's not even a
you
pattern
gotta-
anime.
You gotta make up for it. You just gotta eat.
I just gotta eat 283 sushi rolls to equate.
283 banana sushi rolls.
Oh my god! It's
That'd be
just
That'd be delicious.
seaweed wrapped around a banana.
That's gotta exist.
It's gotta. There has to be like a banana sushi roll. If you've had a banana sushi roll, right into this show, or right into this podcast, and I will read it aloud. Tell me how the experience was. Is there one?
Oh, this looks amazing. Oh, dude, look at these.
Is there other stuff in there, or is it just
There's
a banana?
other stuff, but
it's like peanut butter.
what though?
Yeah, but that's like a tortilla. I want like
That's
the
like-
seaweed. No, I'm just kidding.
That's like good. Look at that. Look at that.
It's
cute.
just that's not even that last one wasn't even a sushi roll. It was just bananas cut up with chocolate around them.
I mean,
it's just now we're just saying cut up bananas as sushi rolls.
that's a sushi roll, dude. I think it's a sushi.
Yeah, so overall all these diets are pretty good. You just got to go into them with a different do some more education about it. See what kind of works out for you. If you're doing like heavy training or like a lot high intensity, you should probably get something that either isn't low carb or focus all your carbs in the day right before you train.
Mm-hmm.
This is the more important part of the process, I think. Granted, your workouts, whatever they are super crucial because, like I said, they go hand in hand. But this is like a little bit tougher process to find a diet that works for you. Stick to that diet. Yeah, and keep it going. Like I said, that's something I need to focus on a little bit more right now. Right now, I'm just like focusing on getting my macros each day, where I should probably portion control that a little bit better. So it's a little bit healthier for me.
Yeah, you really need to tighten up, dude.
Shut up.
Tighten the fuck up, dude.
Shut up. I'm pretty good. I didn't lose that much vascularity from starting this. Definitely was increasing weight and strength, which is super good. Super fast anyways. I'm going to start focusing on that a little bit more myself. like I said, I used to be super focused on it, and then like I kind of took a little bit of time off, but I'm allowed to, Carl. All right, I'm gonna judge you now.
Yeah, I took some time
coming
off.
from the guy that just had pita chips and what was the sandwich for lunch today? Even though that sandwich was
that
super
North
good.
Star was so good.
Shout out to Johnny's.
Yeah, shout out. Actually, big shout. Fuck Lily's. Shout out. Just kidding.
Yeah, Lily's. It was shit compared to Johnny's. No, I'm just kidding.
Nah, Lily's is good.
Yeah,
It was Johnny's.
I'd give a free shout out to Johnny's Bagel and Deli.
Yeah.
Hopefully opening up near you.
Yeah, dude. Like Johnny's is great. Actually, everybody should get on the Johnny's diet and just
yeah. Most of this week, actually, my breakfast consisted of like a breakfast sandwich from Johnny's.
Yeah.
That was mainly because my power was out for part of the week, and then I just couldn't make breakfast. Unless I just wanted liquid eggs. Just crack the egg open. No, I'm not going on that.
I mean, I'm
not going on the Arnold diet, but
we got like big heated beds
crazy.
here. You could have used one of those and cracked an egg
on the printers.
Yeah, dude.
Just get the little spatula.
Yeah, I actually really wanted to do that at one point. I really wanted to try just like boiling an egg on here. Not boiling, but like frying an egg on a printer.
Yeah. But yeah, I think we talked a good amount about these different diets. We'll probably do another episode sometime down the road, like talking about other diets or going deeper into these. But yeah, we touched on some good ones. Like I said, hopefully it informed you to help give you a better choice on what diet you want to do, and what diet would fit your workout style. Like I said, none of these diets are bad. You just need to do a little bit more research, be a little bit more informed on what you're getting yourself into. Except for Slim Fast. Don't go. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Actually, no, don't go.
Not sponsored by Slim Fast. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, it's good. Like, it's a good you don't need to you don't really need to portion control with what you add to your protein shakes because it's already done for you and but it's probably a little bit healthier to do it on your own. Are you tired of having the same old boring supplements, not knowing which supplements to buy? Are you tired of wearing that uncomfortable t-shirt to the gym to work out in? Well, then check out fnxfit.com. They have amazing variety of different types of supplements for you, from regular proteins to vegan proteins, pre-workouts, BCAAs, whatever you might want, they have it. To their amazingly comfortable workout clothes. Guys, I've tried it myself. Their workout shirts, amazing to work out in, very breathable, and they don't restrict you. They also have amazing accessories such as hats, sunglasses, whatever it might be. You can find it there at fnxfit.com. If I haven't sold you guys yet, how about you use my coupon code FNXJourney99 for 15% off any of your purchases. All right. They also have other amazing deals every so often where you could get 50% off your order, a buy one get one free. You should really check them out, guys. All right. That's fnxfit.com. Once again, that coupon code is FNXJourney99 for 15% off. All right, now let's get back to the episode. So, the way I finish every episode is give these people a little bit of motivation, a little motivational quote. So, I have one set up, but Carl, what's your motivation or your motivational quote of the day?
You know, man,
I swear, if you say you just do snatches, I'm gonna be
dude. You gotta do snatches, and when the going gets tough.
Oh my god.
When the going gets
snatches
tough.
are good for you, but is that your motivation for the day?
Snatches are good, but dude, I'm saying when the going gets tough and you think you can't handle it, just
keep on keeping on.
Just quit.
Quit. Just quit. Oh my god, Carl, shut up.
Do it.
Oh my god.
Quit.
Keep on. No, don't quit. Actually, that is kind of decent advice, though. It's not
he's validating what I said.
I'm saying Actually, if a diet becomes too difficult for you,
Mm-hmm.
there's nothing wrong with changing your diet or finding a different diet that will accomplish the same thing but might be a little different, or a little different how you go about it. That might actually make it easier for you.
Or just quit.
Oh my god, shut up. You are so terrible, dude. Yeah, no. Don't listen to Carl. Don't. Oh my god, you're so terrible.
Don't quit, dude.
Yeah, don't.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Just
oh
do
my
it.
god. Shia, we got Shia the freaking beef in here. No, I'm just kidding.
Just
Shout
do
out
it,
to
dude.
Jake and Amir's.
Just
I
do
love
it.
that.
Don't
I love
quit.
those guys, but just do it.
And all
Come
the other,
on!
all the other generic motivational
Oh my
phrases
God, yeah.
that I can think of.
Yeah.
Just do it. Don't ever quit. Just keep
Just
going.
read fucking like
just keep going.
fitness
You know.
company. Don't.
When life gives you lemons,
oh my
make
God.
lemonade.
Yeah, the lemon diet. Go on the lemon diet. That's Carl's.
Yeah, when
no.
life gives you bananas, eat. as
That's
many
actually
as you
something that
want.
was kind of funny. Is like one of the like tips like to help like I said, like for a while there I just tried different like diets and different things or whatever, and one of them was like ginger, lemon, and some like ginger and lemon or something. Like you take a shot of like ginger and lemon in the morning, and it's supposed to like help give your, it's like a metabolism kickstarter for the day or something like that, which is super weird. Tasted like shit. Like it was bad, but like
Man,
yeah,
I could see that tasting good though with some seltzer water or something. Mix into some seltzer water. No,
No, you
laugh
just-
at me. I
no,
think that
you-
could taste good.
you just
I got
do a
some, like,
straight shot,
I
bang
got
it on the
bougie-ass
table.
taste buds, I think.
Wake up at 6 a.m., bang it on the table, throw it. It definitely woke me up. Like that lemon in the morning woke me up so good.
Oh
But-
man, I gotta try that actually. Ginger and lemon and some seltzer.
Yeah, I
water
forget the.
sounds
I can
crazy
actually
good
send
and
you
rich.
like the
Yeah, send me
portions.
some ginger and some.
no, I'm not sending you the actual.
Give me some
ingredients,
lemon
but-
and ginger.
Actually, it did help wake me up in the morning. I don't think it really did that much for my metabolism, but like it was definitely like a nice like morning kickstarter. But anyways, my nice motivational thing is not tell you to quit, but
Some good
says
motivation.
it's from Winston Churchill. Success is walking from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm. And I think that goes very well with these diets, because you're going to test the diet, try it out. It might not work for you. You might not see results. Try something else. And just keep going into it with your goals, your enthusiasm, and what you want to accomplish. So, yeah. That's it for today.
Yeah, shout
Thank
out
you.
Winston Churchill.
Oh my gosh, shout out to Winston Churchill. Oh my god. I told you I had a Winston Churchill quote today, and
That was pretty
you were
good. I
just
like
like
that.
you were just like drink some tea. But anyways, that was another episode of Our Fit Journey. Tune in next week, or tune into some bonus episodes on Patreon. Love you guys.
Cha-ching,
Sign out, Carl.
Sign out?
Any sign out?
Oh yeah. Bye.